So today um I'm in a weird spot because I'm anxious and I'm nervous for what's ahead. So tomorrow I'm having surgery on my feet, on both big toes, because I have really bad ingrown toenails and I've had bad ingrown toenails for a long, a long time. I've had ingrown toenails for about 3 to 2 years, and it's really painful and it's taken a toll on my life. Not to sound like dramatic, but it's it's hard to live life with the constant pain. It's not like a headache that you get every once in a while. It's like it's always there, and that is it's the most annoying part. So I'm filming this because tomorrow it will be my first surgery, and it's also going to be my first time ever going under general anesthesia. I've had many procedures before to have my feet fixed, so I've had about 4 to 5 procedures done on both my big toes. Both big toes on both sides are ingrown. I know, yay me. Um, so basically, I've had the non-permanent procedure just to remove the size of the nail, like a wedge, they call it. And I've had the permanent procedure done, but it was not permanent because the guy who was doing the procedure, he did it wrong. And what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to, like, I think, cut off the matrix or something, or scrape the matrix so the nail doesn't grow back. But he did not. And on only one side, he kind of scraped it. And so they both grew back. And I was back in that same point of constant pain. And they're always infected. And it's not fun. So tomorrow is the day. My mom's supposed to be getting a call tonight to tell us when we're supposed to be at the hospital. I'm going to the Children's Dollar in Edmonton. I think I'm going there early in the morning to get the surgery. I'm getting it done by um some surgeon who knows what the heck he's doing. That's my yeah. I don't really know what to say about that. But so basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to record um what's going on. I'm gonna tell you guys everything that I'm feeling because this is my very first time ever going under local anesthesia or general anesthesia, sorry. And I'm really nervous about it, so I just want to share with you guys my experience and hopefully help anyone else out there who's nervous about it and to tell them what it's really like, straightforward, not like the effects of general anesthesia or the benefits or that it's a low risk. Like, I want to know exactly what's going to happen to me, when it's going to happen. I'll walk you through the entire process so I can help anyone who's also as nervous as me. So that's the whole point of this. So, from my experience, what I'm nervous about most of all is exactly what's going to happen to me and when it's going to happen. So I'm really nervous. I'm not nervous for the procedure. I'm nervous for the process of going under the anesthesia. I'm nervous for that the transition of being fully conscious to I'm drifting to sleep and I have no control. And I've heard of this anesthesia awareness, and I'm really scared of that. I've seen so many videos. Thank you, Shane Dawson. You've helped so much. But I'm also glad that I'm aware of that, so I know that that's a possibility. Yeah. So I'm nervous about like, because I did some research today, and I was told online by some Yahoo Answers that your internal time clock completely is gone. Like, you have no idea that any time has passed, and the second you go to sleep, it's like you're waking up again. So that, like, I'm nervous for that process too, and like what that's gonna be like. I don't know. I'm anxious for that. So I'm really nervous, basically. So yeah, I'll wake up tomorrow morning and I'll tell you guys what's going on and the journey. Alright, it's 9:27 in the morning, and I was told late last night that when we got the call, my surgery is at 2:20 p.m. and we have to be there 2 hours early, so I have to be there around noon, and we're gonna leave around 10 to get me some slippers or sandals, something like that, so I can walk in them properly, and because I can't wear socks or proper shoes because of all the bandages that will be on my feet. I won't be able to fit in shoes or socks. So that's what's happening right now. My mom's just taking a shower, then I'm gonna take a shower, and then we're gonna go to Walmart. Okay, so I'm in the hospital, the U of A hospital right now, here with my mom, and surgery is going to happen in about less than an hour. Around that time, hour to 45 minutes is when it's going to happen. He said that it would take around an hour. Everyone that I've talked to so far has said that you're going to feel going to sleep, and then the next thing you know, you're waking up. And that the misconception is that you think you've been awake the whole surgery, but you haven't. So if it's like that, then I guess we're golden. I have some numbing cream on. I'm in the whole gown, got the little bracelet on, all that good stuff. So yeah.
Well, you're in surgery right now, and I was with you until the medicine took over, which, by the way, was like super duper quick. It was like, I don't even know if it was a second. Like, all of a sudden, like, I told you to take a deep breath, and you did. And then he was like, oh, she's asleep. I was like, whoa, how did that even happen? It was so fast. And I mean, I know what it's like when I go to sleep, which is fun and exciting and cool, and I love it, but watching you do it was like so emotional. I know you're gonna do great. And I love you so much, and it was just so weird knowing you were unconscious, and I don't know, I couldn't do anything about it, I guess. And anyway, I held it together until I was out of the room. Not that you would know, of course, but I didn't want to look like an idiot in front of the nurses. Anyway, I love you. I'll see you soon, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. So Dr. Dickin just stopped by and told me that he had to take your whole nail on the right foot. But that it totally is going to harden up just like a nail, and you can paint it and everything. You just want to wait until you're fully healed, and you can totally do girly stuff to your nails. Even though it's not a nail, he said it kind of looks like a nail, just a little bit bumpy. And he just took the one side of your left foot because the other side looked pretty good. And he also said that tonight, make sure that your feet are elevated when you're laying in bed. So we'll make sure we've got pillows and stuff underneath of it, and when you take the bandage off tomorrow, you want to just put a big glob of polysporin on it and bandage it up with some gauze so it doesn't stick to a band-aid kind of thing. You want to do gauze. So those are the aftercare instructions, and hopefully, not that he's not a nice man, but we won't have to see him again to have another procedure done on your feet. And he said, I'll see you soon, so I'm excited. You did awesome. He said it was perfect. He was perfect textbook kind of procedure, and you should be awake right away. So I will get to see you really soon. I'm really excited, and I love you. Bye.
Alright, I'm on the wheelchair, and we're exiting. Just got out of surgery like an hour and a half ago. That was pretty great. Okay, so I'm in the car now. Going under was a lot less stressful than I thought it would be. When I got into the operating room, I was super stressed. I was like just starting to like hyperventilate because of how big the room was. I went into a pretty big room, and it was just surrounded by equipment, and it completely shocked me. And I got so nervous, and it all just felt so surreal. Yeah, so it was crazy. Not the going under, but just going into the room was like, whoa, that's weird. Yeah, so I just walked in there, and then I got laid straight down on a bed, and the anesthesiologist came in. I had met him beforehand in a little room, and yeah, he basically confirmed what I said, that I would go under and then I would wake up right after. And that was pretty much what it felt like. So he put the stuff in, he started to put the liquid in my arm, and I could feel like the like burning tingle of it in my arm, and then right after I felt it on the sides of my head, and I don't even remember going to sleep. It was like I was completely conscious, and then the next thing I knew, I was waking up in the recovery room. I was just looking around because I didn't know where I was at first, but I came to really quickly. And I look over, and there's this lady sitting beside me. She was like, oh, hey. Mom was just going, I was in the wheelchair, so she just went and dropped it off at a wheelchair drop-off. And she's standing outside of the car texting. Don't really know what she's doing. Yeah, so the going under was really fast. The anesthesiologist said, apparently he told me to take a deep breath, but I don't even remember that because I went out so quickly. And my mom was like, whoa, like she started crying because she got emotional. And you can come in the car now. So it wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it would be. It was pretty not stressful. Yeah, so if you're going under for the first time, just know that it can be pretty scary when you're going into the operating room, but after they give you the stuff, you don't even realize, or at least in my experience, you don't even realize that you've fallen asleep. You're just fully conscious, and then you're waking up. And a lot of people say that you don't have an internal clock, but I kind of felt like I was asleep for a while, even though a lot of people say that they didn't really feel time passing. Like, yes, I fell asleep, and then right after I woke up, but I could like feel it in my chest. I think it was just because I was tired that I felt like I had slept for a while, so it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, you went to sleep really fast, and you're a little groggy when you came up, but not bad.
Yeah, and a lot of people are really nauseous when they wake up, but I was not nauseous at all.
But they give you medicine just in case too. They don't just let you experience nausea. They actually give you an anti-nausea medication in your IV.
Yeah. So it wasn't that bad. Don't be afraid if you're nauseous. I just felt the tingling in my arm, then around the sides of my head, and then before I knew it, I was out, and I didn't even feel going out, and all of this, I was just waking up in the recovery room. So fret not. It's quite okay.